So they had a preamble to the Constitution, that Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen. Now the National Assembly starts work on the actual Constitution, drafts it, passes it, where now anyone can vote who is a man and owns a certain amount of property. So not everyone, not women, but it is now members of the Third Estate, so things get a little bit better. Something called the Civil Constitution of the Clergy is passed, whereby members of the church now become government servants rather than answering directly to both the king and the pope. And all sorts of other things change to such an extent that the king thinks, this is not for me and I want to get out of here. I'm going to go visit my in-laws in Austria. I'm going to get them to raise an army, come in, and put things back the way they were that were really nice to me. So what ends up happening is we're now in 1791. Things have kind of gone on over the course of a couple of years, and Louis decides he needs to get the heck out of Paris. In June, he and his family put on some disguises, and they head east, hoping for support from Marie Antoinette's brother Leopold II. As they get to a border where there are guards checking crossings, there is an unfortunate problem. Louis's face is on paper currency, and when he shows up, one of the guards at the border basically says, "Hold on, you look really familiar. Holy crap, your face is on this dollar bill. You're the king. What are you doing? Why are you trying to leave?" And so they recognize the king is trying to flee his country. He's arrested. He's brought back home. He and his wife are put under house arrest and kept a close eye on. More broadly, people think that they can't trust the nobility at all. So much like the Great Fear, a new set of massacres happen. These are called the September Massacres the September Massacres. Probably the best example of this is while the king and queen are locked up in a house under house arrest, the queen's best friend, the Princess of Lamballe, is killed by a mob and her body is cut apart in the window where the queen can see, and then those body parts are hung up. At this point, people step back and they say, we can't trust the king. At every step, he's done something to undermine us. We need to found a new type of government, one without a king, a government of people, a republique, to use the Latin word. So, we're now at 1792. There's the founding of the French Republic, much like the Roman Republic, a thing of people, where now the government has changed. And you can't help but step back and say, man, what if Louis had just given them a little something in 1789? This probably would have turned out dramatically different.